Hi, everybody. This is Angela Irvin and Paula Harvey, Vice President of the Sci-Fair Houston Chamber of Commerce. And we are here with Sheri and Deanne today of Splash of Sass. How are you guys doing?
We're great.
Couldn't be better.
Couldn't be better.
Now,
Best ever.
now we understand you had a few challenges when COVID-19 came upon us. Tell us about it and what you did to pivot to keep doing business.
You want to tell?
So, we tried to not admit that a shutdown was imminent, but it happened, and we already had inventory in the store for the spring and summer season and the travel season. When we're told to shut down, we shut down, but we weren't going to sit here and cry. We tried to figure out a way to make everything work, and we thought, well, hey, we've done Facebook. We've done some sales on Facebook. Let's see if we can't use the tools available to us and the things that we can control and make it work for us.
Okay, we only have 10 minutes and you just took up a whole
I'm
bunch.
done.
So we had
You're fine.
we had to figure out, like Sheri said, to take our product to the people. Technology is not our strong suit, but we got on board real quick. And one of the other things that we did that really kind of, I think, saved our hide is we opened up the back of the store for consignment. We wondered how people during the midst of this and afterwards would be reacting economically. Are they still going to want to buy $100 shirts? And we also thought, well, people are going to be cleaning out their homes while they're stuck at home. And so we opened up the consignment, and so many of our wonderful customers brought us things, new things, some things with tags on them, things that they'd either outgrown or gotten too little for or just never gotten around to wearing. And we found that during the early days of the quarantine, people were really wanting to shop and support us, but they didn't want to spend a lot of money on something that they couldn't try on and they weren't sure. And so if they could buy a $20 or $30 or $40 like new top, they loved doing that. And it was a way for them to support us. And we dropped things off to them or they picked it up. And we also, one of the things that we did, we sold gift certificates. And if someone bought a gift certificate for $100, how much did we give them extra? We gave them an extra $20 on to the gift certificate to be used after we opened back up.
And that definitely helped our revenue flows at the time. And the people who had the funds available, because there still were some essential workers who were not as affected, they really stepped up. And one thing that I love about Cypress is they're very loyal to the mom and pops, to the locally owned small businesses. So we're very appreciative of that.
And something that has struck me is some of our ladies have come in and shopped since we've reopened, but they still haven't used their gift certificates. They said, we're going to wait till y'all have been open a little bit longer. And to me, that was pretty amazing, that somebody would care enough about us that they would say, hey, we're going to put that off and wait until y'all are doing better. And our landlord worked with us.
Yeah, so the Small Business Association, as we all know, had many options available to small businesses. However, none of them were a fit for us for various reasons. One of the things we did was called our landlord. What's it going to hurt? All they can say is no, but it would only be in their best interest to work with us and figure out a way to create a win-win situation. And by doing that, they created a better situation for us than what we could have done by getting grants or loans. So again, we were very appreciative, and I'm really glad that we have each other, because we had days where one of us was like, couldn't see the forest through the trees. And then the other person would just step up. And so that was very helpful too.
And we knew that each other were counting on us. So on the days that, it just seemed like, I can't go into the store today or whatever. Well, we would know that the other one was counting on us to be there and to step up. And so I don't know how people run a small business on their own. I mean, if I were the only one here, I would just be like, I would have given up already. So, you know, I really admire people that can do it on their own.
The best thing that I like to do is, instead of just looking at the problem and being part of the problem, I like to try to look at the solution. Like, how can I help create a solution, be a part of the solution? The problem was we had to close. The solution, what can we do to keep our head above water and still service our friends?
Wow, you two are such a great team. You're a great team. And thinking outside the box, you've done so many cool things. I've really enjoyed watching your Facebook Live, and you started up, and I'm sure you made a lot of attention in Cyprus and Cy-Fair and beyond. But
well, we really have to behave ourselves when we go out, because our voice, my voice especially, is pretty, you know, recognizable. And I've had people say, "Where do I know you?"
I know that boy.
And I'm like, "No, you don't. You don't know me."
Yeah.
you're celebrities. You are
celebrities.
And you know, on the days that, I mean, people say we make doing the videos look so easy, and it really isn't. There were days that we just didn't want to do it. Our families have been affected just as everybody else has had. We had our own battles to fight. But, you know, when our customers and our friends said, "I just can't wait to tune in, you make my day. You're a little bit of light in a very troubled time," how can you not do more or do the best that you can?
Absolutely. You do. You guys are so refreshing and fun to watch. You're just real people, and we love that about you. You know, thinking of that, what, I guess, encouragement or suggestions would you give other business owners right now? I mean, some of the ones that are by themselves trying to make it and shift and pivot. I mean, is there anything that I know you've learned a lot from all of this and still learning, but is there a couple tips that you could share?
I would say, you know, don't give up. Don't doubt yourself. You know, for us, we tried some crazy outside of the box things.
Some of them worked.
And some didn't. Some were, you know, colossal clusters. And, you know, but we just, you know, for me, and without getting too woo-woo, you know, I know Sheri has a quiet time every day, and I meditate every morning. And, you know, it's sometimes during those meditation or quiet times or whatever that we, you know, I would come out. I have a little meditation room at home, and, you know, I would come out of my meditation room with an idea that, wow, this sounds crazy, but I'm going to run it by Sheri and see, you know, what she thinks. And what was it the other day we were thinking about? Oh, yeah. So we started this little book nook because we had been sharing books with people. Like, we would finish a book and pass it along to somebody else. And I said, why don't we just put a little book nook in the back of the store, and people can, you know, take a book or leave a book, and just, you know, it's just another way to kind of help out the community. But I just would say to have confidence in yourself, to be willing to try something. If it doesn't work, then, you know, try something else. Reach out to your friends and your neighbors, and, you know, just be involved. And for me, one of the important things was, even when we were shut down, was to get up, put my makeup on, have a reason to do something. I mean, and being able to come to the store, even though we were closed, was a lifesaver. You know, it was something to look forward to, a reason to not just lay, because I could just lay in bed all day and moan and groan and be pitiful. So,
well, I think a lot of people were that way when we first, you know, were shut down. It was very scary. So I think that's very normal.
Well, and I'm very analogous. So one of the things—
You can't even say it.
I can't even say it.
She doesn't know where she is.
One of the things that I get these visions, like I'm a very visual person. So I'm like, okay, this is a dead end. Well, I have a choice to sit here, or I can turn around. What can I do to turn around? How am I going to make this work? It may be taking the same idea and just tweaking it to make it work, or it may be throwing that idea out the window and coming up with a new one. And, you know, a lot of our ideas, it's very crazy. When we're in tune with each other, we'll sit here and say the same thing at the same time. Just like the book nook. Like, I came in, I was like, what do you think about sharing this? She's like, oh my God, I was thinking the same thing.
And literally I had been. Yeah.
That's
so
great. That's why you're such good partners. You're doing so well. We're so glad to hear that you're doing so well. And thanks for joining us today. I know it's a really short video, but we were happy to share it and tell more people about you. And hopefully you can push it too. And we'll put it on Facebook and let everyone see it and see what all you've been doing and what you're doing still.
And
Go ahead.
just real quick before we go, you know, a lot of people say, well, I'm still not getting out. I'm still not shopping. I'm still not, you know, for whatever reason. And, you know, one of the big things people can do for us is to follow us on Facebook, A Splash of Sass, share, comment, and all of your small businesses. You know, that is something that even
That's
if
huge.
somebody has a product that we don't need, we try to still support them via commenting or sharing or whatever. So that's super important. So A Splash of Sass.
Absolutely. Love it. Thank you, guys. Thank you, gals. We hope to
Thanks,
see you on
guys.
Facebook soon.
I wanted to just say thank you so much. You support the community in so many ways by doing fundraisers for our nonprofits. So I want to thank you for that. And that's no wonder that the community wants to support you. You have supported them. So thank you very much.
Wow.
Well, it's our pleasure.
Yay.
All right.
Thank you, ladies.